And, one of the things that I remember, as far as before Christ and after Christ, as far as coming into my heart, I used to be so afraid of the dark. I used to be so scared of the dark. I remember when I would go to bed, I would turn off the light and I would just run to my bed and get under the sheets. And one of the things that I was taught growing up Catholic was the Rosary. And in the Rosary, it's several prayers, but the one that's always stood out to me was the Lord's Prayer. And that's the one that I would always fall back to, right? And so I would turn off the lights, run to my bed, get in my sheets, and do the Lord's Prayer and kind of just pray the spirits away. I can always sense them. Like, I felt like there was just some heavy oppression, something going on, I remember this one time when I lived in Mexico. I was in my grandmother's house and I was 6 years old, and I've had several encounters like this, but this one really stands out to me. I was sleeping in my grandmother's house, and it's middle of the night, and I really got to go to the bathroom, right? Oh man, I got to go to the bathroom bad. Well, my grandmother's house had an outhouse, so they had a bathroom, but the bathroom wasn't only for the adults. So you had to go through like this outdoor patio, or like almost like indoor garden area, and then you walk. And then my grandmother had some stalls, some pig stalls. He had to walk past the pig stalls, and then there was the little outhouse. But as you walk into the house, she had this little almost like a little foyer, a little entranceway, and there was a step that would step down into the living room. And I remember stepping out of my room and looking at that hallway, and that step before you came down into the living room, there was this man, and he was in a full blown like a tuxedo or like a suit. I can't remember if it was, I think it was a tuxedo or was I can't remember. I can't remember if he was wearing a tie. Pretty sure he was wearing a tie. But anyways, I could see the whole suit, but I couldn't see his face. And I remember getting up, looking outside and seeing him, and I'm like, man, I really gotta go to the bathroom. But then I would run back into bed and be like, and then get in bed, cover myself with sheets, and do the Lord's Prayer, and then come out, and he was still standing there. And I'm like, what the heck? And I did that several times, and then finally, the sun started to rise. And I remember seeing the sun rise up, and the beams of light came and hit him at his feet, and then he just disappeared. And I was like, finally, he's gone. I'm able to go to the bathroom. Anyway.